found some really nice sweet potatoes so far. They look like they all are pretty large, so letting them go a little longer has made it yield a little bit bigger potatoes, which is wonderful. And for those that may have missed it, these were planted on May the 5th. And I do have a video on when I started these sweet potatoes. I'll try to add that to the video so you could go check it out if you're interested in starting potatoes for next year. I find sweet potatoes very easy to start and very easy to grow. They don't need a lot of attention. They grow really good here in the South. See if I can zoom in a little bit and let y'all see as they actually come out of the ground. And you want to be careful. You do break some because some of these are large. So it happens. They still eat just as well. Anyway, I moved the camera. The sun is going to cast a shadow because of the way the sun's going down. But these are some potatoes. Hope y'all can see them. How large they are. And this is another one that's really long. And these are sweet potatoes. That looks like a big old bacon baked potato, but it's not. It's a large sweet potato. And I don't know if y'all have dogs, but if you ever made dogs sweet potato treats, the dogs are usually right here with us looking for us to throw them the little tiny ones. Sweet potatoes are extremely healthy for dogs. They really enjoy them, and Ruger especially, he drives us crazy wanting to get a sweet potato. He'll grab one and run off with it. Getting a nice little pile, and we're not even a quarter of a way through this bed. I think the larger ones are on the other end. Now I'm going to go ahead and dive in and help him dig the rest of these sweet potatoes. Not sure if y'all can see this or not, but I'm going to try to show you some of the bigger ones as I put them in the wagon. Really some nice sweet potatoes. See if I can turn my little thing around so I can see what I'm seeing. There we go. really large sweet potato. Some of these smaller ones make good treats for the dogs. You also can cook them up whole, drop them in soups and stews. Another really nice one. Come here, Ruger. Here you go. The dogs are kind of behind the camera. I know y'all probably can't see them. This is a weird shaped one. More probably what you would see like in a grocery store or something. But it's really long, nice little sweet potato. And occasionally, if you leave them in the ground too long, you will find some that may have rotted. They may have been too close to the surface of the ground. We have already had one light frost, and last night it did dip down to 32 degrees. So occasionally you do have some that may have bad spots. And on this one, I would just cut the bad spot off and still harvest it and use it for my sweet potatoes that I would can in my canner. And I don't believe I have a video on this one. Get situated here. But you can sweet potatoes. This was some that I canned last year. So if you get a lot of potatoes and think maybe you won't use them or you don't have a root cellar, here in the south, I'll just put them indoors, lay them on a table on top of cardboard or newspaper, the fresh sweet potatoes, and I can keep them until the next year with no problem whatsoever by keeping them indoors. And if I have excess and it gets close to the growing season where I'm ready to plant some more or I just don't need the potatoes, then I will go ahead and can the extra sweet potatoes and preserve it in jars. I still probably have about 8 quarts of these, which is wonderful because as soon as I harvest the sweet potatoes, you want to let them set out and dry out and then put them, sun is giving me heck, and then put them inside on your table and let them dry out for a few days before you would actually want to eat them. This would be called curing your sweet potatoes, the same as you would regular potatoes. I don't have a video on canning sweet potatoes, so maybe that's something that I can do in the near future. But again, this is them canned sweet potatoes. Sorry about the dirty fingers. We are digging potatoes. Well, thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the little sweet potato harvest. For those that are curious, this is a 3-foot by 12-foot raised bed. I always plant sweet potatoes in this one particular bed every year, and we usually yield anywhere from 75 pounds to 150 pounds of sweet potatoes. So this bed has been proven to do good for us. So we keep continuing to plant the sweet potatoes right here, fertilized with the rabbit manure. So So this is what our sweet potato harvest looked like. Probably 50 to 75 pounds, not quite as much as we expected it to be. Some of the potatoes were a little smaller, but either way, that's a lot more sweet potatoes than what we had. Some of them are quite large. We separated them a little bit so you could see the different sizes, but that's about the best we could do. So we guesstimated close to 75 pounds of sweet potatoes. Farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.